He didn't see it coming. Not really. Not until the wall was already in the mirror and the fender was already gone. 4 cars, inches apart, the gap closing with nowhere left to go. A number half visible through the smoke, a part torn loose and skidding across the asphalt. This wasn't just another wreck on another Sunday. This was the moment a driver stopped pretending it was just racing. By the end of the day, a Hendrick Motorsports car was destroyed, a teammate was caught in the same tangle, and a sarcastic reply over the radio would leave the entire garage on edge. Would you have kept the door open at 4 wide too, or backed out and lived to fight another lap? Kyle Larson didn't get that choice. Iowa Speedway was supposed to be a recovery race. Larson started second and finished third in Stage 1, exactly the kind of run Hendrick needed after a difficult stretch. But the weekend already carried a shadow before a single lap of green flag racing began. On Saturday, Ryan Preece's number 60 and Todd Gilliland's number 34 both failed inspection twice, resulting in ejected car chiefs and lost pit selection. Preece sat only 38 points outside the chase cutoff, meaning the penalty landed exactly where it hurt most. Brad Keselowski, Chase Elliott, and Denny Hamlin all started from the rear for unapproved adjustments. Add to that a brake crisis inside 23XI Racing, Chase Briscoe's pads described as destroyed, and Hamlin gambling on a last-second cooling unit change across all 3 of his team's cars. NASCAR was already policing the field before the track had the chance to. Do you think Iowa was always destined to blow up, or did the chaos simply find its moment once the green flag dropped? That's this channel, NASCAR Trackline TV, and we're closing in on 1,500 subscribers because of viewers who keep showing up for breakdowns exactly like this one. If you haven't hit subscribe yet, this is a good moment to do it. Because what happens next on lap 149 is still being argued across the entire fan base, and you won't want to miss how this story unfolds from here. The race turned ugly early, long before Larson's own moment arrived. Tyler Reddick lost the back end in turn 1 and collected his own teammate Eric Jones, sending both cars into the wall. Reddick finished 36th, Jones finished 35th. Reddick himself admitted afterward that wrecking a fellow Toyota teammate isn't something any driver wants on his conscience. Minutes later, a separate 4-wide implosion swallowed Todd Gilliland, Austin Hill, and Michael McDowell, sending Ricky Stenhouse Jr. backward into the wall. 2 unrelated incidents, the same exact problem. There was almost no margin for error on this racetrack, and Iowa was about to prove it one more time, in the biggest way possible. Both wrecks came from drivers simply running out of room on a track that offered none, a warning sign that nobody outside the garage seemed to notice until it was too late. 2 4-wide disasters happened before the race even reached its final stage. Be honest. Did you see the Larson wreck coming, or did it blindside you just like it blindsided him? The restart came on a short track with a compressed field and tempers already thin from 2 prior wrecks. John Hunter Nemechek pulled alongside Larson and forced the number 5 toward the outside lane. Alex Bowman, Ryan Preece, and Riley Herbst occupied every surrounding lane, leaving Larson with nowhere to go. Contact followed. Larson clipped his own teammate, Bowman, and both Hendrick cars paid the price. Bowman absorbed heavy damage. Larson's car suffered a broken right rear toe link. He finished 33rd, 18 laps down, after running top 3 for most of the afternoon. This wasn't a small stat buried in a results sheet. It was an entire day of work for a Hendrick organization already having a rough year, watching 2 of its cars get gutted in 1 accordion of contact. 1 restart, 2 Hendrick cars wrecked, an entire day of work gone in under 2 seconds. If you were on the radio with Larson right after that hit, what do you think he was really feeling underneath the calm voice? Larson didn't treat it as one of those routine racing deals. When Nemechek's explanation was relayed to him, reports describe Larson firing back with unmistakable sarcasm. This matters because drivers absorb contact constantly and shrug it off without comment. The moment one driver publicly questions another's judgment, the garage starts watching differently. Larson's own words afterward said it all. "Yeah, ha, yeah, I'm sure, really professional." 3 short bursts that told you exactly how unconvinced he was. The fan base split into camps in real time. One side sided firmly with Nemechek, pointing out the number 5 was already pushing the issue 4 wide before contact happened. The other side defended Larson completely, arguing there was nothing he could do once he was run out of the groove and hit from behind. A third layer of frustration surfaced too. Fans noting this wasn't an isolated pattern, that Nemechek had done something similar multiple times this season, including an earlier physical run-in with Kyle Busch at Texas. There's no verified proof of intent, no penalty issued, no conspiracy confirmed. Just a gray area. And gray areas are exactly where controversies grow teeth, especially when two respected drivers are on opposite sides of it. So who's actually right here? The fans defending Larson, or the ones saying he pushed the issue first? Drop your side in the comments, because this fight isn't close to settled. While fans argued Larson versus Nemechek, a completely separate fire was already burning. Denny Hamlin went public on his own podcast about NASCAR and Fox missing real incidents on air, pointing specifically to Cody Ware's heavy crash at Watkins Glen that never even drew a caution. Hamlin's words were direct. Take some accountability on this one. This was not acceptable. His structural claim was pointed. NASCAR has cut track workers over the years and leaned on a wall of monitors instead, and he doesn't accept that nobody saw a car get destroyed in turns 6 and 7. Two separate stories. One underlying accusation, that NASCAR's race control can't keep up with the very racing product it has created. One story is about a hit that was seen and debated endlessly. The other is about a hit that wasn't seen at all. If NASCAR's own cameras can miss a car getting destroyed against a wall, how much do you actually trust the judgment calls being made on close hits like Larson's? The standings told their own story. Larson's finish dropped him to his lowest points position since 2018, according to fans crunching the numbers themselves in real time. Meanwhile, Joe Gibbs Racing now holds 4 of the top 6 spots in points, with Ty Gibbs climbing to second off his Iowa win, and Hamlin sitting on a commanding regular season points lead. Disbelief spread through the community that Hendrick, usually the measuring stick of the sport and the benchmark every other team races against, was suddenly the team everyone was worried about, with fans openly wondering if the Larson-Bowman collision was a symptom of a program that's simply off this year. Nemechek's name kept resurfacing too, with fans openly questioning how many separate incidents he has now been part of this season heading toward the chase, and what that pattern could mean once the postseason begins. With only a handful of regular season races left, every lost position from Iowa doesn't just sting emotionally, it could be the exact margin that decides who makes the chase and who gets left out. Do you think Iowa alone could end up costing someone their playoff spot? Because right now, that math is closer than people want to admit. Nothing here was officially punished. No penalty. No conspiracy confirmed. No apology issued. Just an unresolved question sitting in the middle of the garage. The next time Larson and Nemechek line up on the same short track, does this get settled quietly, or does it escalate into something bigger? Larson gave his answer with sarcasm. The fans gave theirs with outrage. The garage hasn't given its answer yet. So I'll leave this one with you. Racing incident, or the start of something bigger between these two drivers? Comment your take below and share this video with someone who needs to see it, because I promise you, this isn't the last time we're talking about Iowa. If you enjoy real NASCAR breakdowns like this, you'll like what's coming next.